하나, 둘, 셋. 마이크 테스트. 하나, 둘, 셋. 하나, 둘, 셋.
그게 중요해. 그게 중요해. 그러면 여기 지금 오디오 처리하는데 뭔가 노이즈가 들어가는 게 있어서 그걸 우리가 해결을 해줘야 돼.
마이크 테스트. 하나, 둘, 셋. 하나, 둘, 셋.
계란이 왔어요. 계란이 왔어요. 한 알에 200원, 한 알에 150원.
계란이 왔어요. 계란이 왔어요. 한 알에 100원. 한 알에 200원. 어,
깨끗한데? 소리가 좀 먹먹한 느낌이 나지. 그게 마이크마다 다 느낌이 좀 틀려. 소리는 먹먹하네. 이거 소리가 좀 시원하네. 이런 거는 핀 마이크, 저런 마이크, 또 다른 마이크에 따라 음색이 차이가 있어요. 똑같은 그 컨디션은 아니에요. 지금 계속 녹화하면서 동시에 녹화를 안 하고 있어. 어? 녹화해. 이건 녹화. 이건 방송 나가고 있다는 거. 이게 방송 네트워크 인터넷이 불량하면 이게 초록색이
그러니까
빨간색으로
지금
바뀌고 막 있다는 거.
우리가 방송을 하고 있는데 녹화는 안 돼. 안 누르면 안 되는 거.
응. 선택이야, 선택.
이걸 녹화를 해놔야 이걸 편집을 하겠네.
어. 근데 사실은 여기서 녹화 안 해도 유튜브 아까 내 채널 있지.
맞아요.
거기 끝나면 거기 올라가 있기 때문에 그걸 다운받아서 해도 되는데 아무래도
그렇죠.
문제가 생길 수도 있고 하니까 항상 이중으로 해야 돼. 응? 그리고 그게 또 여기 다이렉트로 녹화하는 거하고 유튜브 서버에서 녹화하는 거하고 화질 차이가 또 있을 수도 있고 하니까. 어? 담배는 피자.
커피 한잔 드실래요?
마이크 테스트. 하나 둘 셋. 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 예, 들어와요. 셋. 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 예?
다이얼을 노브라 그러고
셋. 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 아, 아, 하나, 둘, 셋, 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 하나, 둘, 셋, 하나, 둘, 셋, 하나, 둘, 셋, 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 two skip, 아, 아, 어, 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 하나, 둘, 셋, 하나, 둘, 셋, 하나, 둘, 셋, 셋, 하나, 둘, 셋, 하나, 둘, 셋, 하나, 둘, 하나, 둘, 하나, 둘, 하나, 둘, 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 아, 하나, 둘, 하나, 둘. 예.
모니터도 이 기본이 뭐 이렇게 설정이 돼 있거든. 어? 손 안 대고 가만히 있으면 10분 뒤에 모니터 꺼져 그러면 안 되겠지. 이 컴퓨터도 손 안 대고 있으면은 그냥 30분 뭐 꺼져 그러면 안 되겠지. 그러니까 이런 거를 안 꺼지게 이렇게 해놓는 게 되게 중요해. 이런 것도 이렇게 설정을 해놔야 돼. 뭔지 알지? 저는 여기서 제어판 치고 들어가서 전원 전원 옵션 있지? 여기서 이렇게 설정 변경을 하면 해당.
So we're going to start down on our mats with a simple stretch just to open up the back of the leg and the hips. You can take a slight bend towards that front knee for a gentle stretch through your back. Open the leg side, stretch through your inner thigh, lift up and over. So you get a nice stretch through your side, through your back, and your center. We're going to pivot around. Repeat. So we're going to start down on the other side. Simple stretch just to open up the back of the leg and the back of the hip and the thigh. And take a slight bend towards that pivot towards that knee for a gentle stretch through your back. To get a slight stretch through your spine. Side. We're going to come side. Stretch through your inner thigh, opening the leg out long and over. Up and over. So you get a nice stretch through your stride, through your back and your center. We're going to pivot around. We're going to start with our feet together, come down on the mat side to get going with our bridge here to open up through the back of the hip and the thigh. Remember to pivot towards that knee very gently to get a slight stretch through your spine. We're going to come side, opening the leg out long, come down on our mat and over to get a nice stretch parallel through our side and stomach our flat. We're going to keep the heels down for this first set. Feet together, lift the hips, come down on the mat. We're going to drop to get going with our bridge down, keeping them just off the floor. Lift up and lower, and we're going to raise up, 2, 3, good, 4, 5. Remember, come really down on our mat of keeping your stomach flat. Knees are going to be 6, parallel, 7, stomach flat, 8. We're going to keep the heels down for this first set. 2, lift the hip, 3. We're going to drop good. The hips down, keeping them just off together. Lift 8 up and lower. 3, shoulders relaxed. Up. 3, 2, 4, squeezing 3 here with your butt good. Each time. 4, 7, 5. Remember 8. Really great form of keeping your stomach flat. 2, stomach 6, and 3, 7, 4, and 8. 5. Second set. 6, 7. Hold up. 3. 8. We're going to squeeze good. And a little tiny pulse. So we're going to lift even higher. Together. The rapid pace. So 8. We're going to lift up. 3. 2, shoulders relaxed. 4. Squeezing 5. 3, 6. 4. 7. Squeezing here with challenge here. Each time 6 together. 7. 4, 5. 8. 6. And last 7. Set. 8. Engaging 2, all stomach again. 3. The back and inside of the leg. 5. This is 3. 6. 2. 7. 3. Hold up. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. And a little tiny pulse, so we're going to lift 3, even higher. 4, the 5, rapid pace. 6, so we're going to lift up, lift and 2, lower. 3, 4, squeezing 5, 6, lift the top leg, 8. Up. The challenge here is keeping the knees together. 4, 5, we're going to do a nice stretch. 7, 8, engaging all these muscles both sides, the back and inside feet together, knees together, parallel. This is 3. For more advanced version, we're going to lift the feet up 5 to demi-point. If you don't feel ready for that 8, today, we're almost there. Keep your heels flat. 3, 4, lift the hips up, and we'll repeat 7, the same lift and lower. Exact set of movements. So we're going to lower the hip, lift the top and lift higher. 2, so when we're on demi-point, we have a bigger range of motion. Nice stretch. It's more difficult. 6, open both sides. 8. Feet together, second set, together, parallel. 2. For more advanced version, we're going to lift the feet up 4 to demi-point. If you don't feel ready for that today, 6. Keep the stomach in. 7, flat. 8. Lift the hips up, relax through your shoulders. 2, exact 3 set of movements. 4, so we're going to lower the hip, 5, and lift higher. 6, 7. So when we're on demi-point, we have a bigger range of motion. 2, it's more difficult. 3, 6, keep breathing. 4, 7, 5, 8. Good. 6, second set, 7, and hold 2. Up, stomach 3, in. Squeeze each really time. Squeeze. 4. We're going to lift higher. 5, 6, keep the stomach in. 7, 3, 4, 8, 5, and relax 6, through your shoulders. 7, 2, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Third set, 7, 8. Last keep breathing. 2, 4,
이제 올라오잖아. 근데 우리가 이렇게 해놓고 쓰면 되냐?
Big lift. Come down and hold in the top leg. Stomach in. Stretch it up and open. We're going to lift higher with a little bend that knee. A little faster. 2, 3, 4. Make sure 5, you release 6, your breath. 7 as 8, we go. 2. We've got one more set in the same starting position. Third set. We're going to bring our heels together. Back keep to breathing for the advanced practice. 4, 2, 3, 4, lift the hips up 6, high. 7, big lift. Stomach pulled in. Come down. We're going to open the top leg and squeeze close. Stretch it up and open. Butterfly. So close. Bend that knee. 2, 3, 4. Make sure you release your breath. The inner thigh, the backs of the leg. One more set. 8 in the same and 2 starting position. Remember to keep lifting. We're going to bring our heels together. 4, 5, back to demi-point for 6, the advanced practice. 7. So this is the third hips up high. 2, stomach 3, flat. We're going to open good. 5, and squeeze close. 6, stomach in. Butterfly. 7, so close. 8, and last set. 4, 2, 3, 3.
4. This is really
4. We're
engaging
almost there. The
5,
inner thigh, the back
6,
of the leg.
7,
8.
last one,
And
close.
2. Remember to keep lifting.
up, open,
4,
down, and
2,
5,
6,
3,
7, 8. This is
so
the
we're
third
up,
set.
open, close,
2,
lower,
3,
open,
4,
close,
good.
lower,
5,
6, keep breathing,
6, stomach in,
7,
8, and the last
8.
set, 4, second
2,
set, 3, good,
2,
4, we're almost there, 5, 3, 6, 7,
4,
last one, close, 5, good,
lower,
squeezing
lift,
each time, 6,
up, open, down, and
7,
2,
so the whole back of the leg is engaging,
3,
third set,
so we're up, open,
2,
close, lower, up,
3, we're going to take a
open,
nice
close,
stretch after
lower,
this, 4,
6, keep breathing,
5,
7, stomach's
8.
flat,
second
set,
8 and fourth
2,
set, this is almost the last one,
3,
2,
4,
3, 5, good, squeezing
4,
each time, 6,
5,
7, so the whole
6,
back of the leg is engaging.
last one up,
Third set,
and 8,
2, lower down,
3, we're going to take a nice
Extend
stretch
those
after
legs.
this, 4,
nice stretch,
5,
bring the knee in,
stomach's flat, 7,
change legs,
8
again,
and
you can
4th
sit
set,
up,
this is
that makes
almost
it
the last
easier.
one,
As
2,
long as we're stretching and releasing
3,
the legs between each exercise.
4,
Sit up for a
5,
moment, catch your breath, we're going
6,
to come down and do the
last
bridge on
one up,
one leg.
and
So your feet
8.
are going to be parallel to start. Lower down,
Advanced
extend
version,
those legs,
lift up to demi-point.
nice stretch. You can take your leg either
Bring
straight
the
up,
knee in,
90-degree angle. This is a
more
change
moderate
legs.
or beginner
Again, you
version.
can sit up if that makes
Lift
it
the hips
easier.
up, pull
As long as
very
we're
flat,
stretching and
squeeze
releasing
the
the
back
legs
of the leg.
between each
Lower,
exercise.
stomach in, and
Sit
up,
up for a moment, catch your
2,
breath. We're going to come
3,
down and do the bridge
4,
on one leg.
5,
So
good,
your feet are going to
6,
be parallel to start.
7, 8. Advanced
2,
version, lift up to
2,
demi-point.
You can
3,
take your leg either
we'll
straight
keep
up,
pulling in 5,
90-degree angle.
6,
This is a
7,
more
moderate or beginner
8.
version. 3,
This
lift
is
the
using
hip
the inner
up,
thigh.
pull very flat,
back of
squeeze
the
the back
legs.
of the leg. 6, lower,
7,
stomach in, and
8,
up. Third set,
2,
2, we're nearly
3,
there. 4,
4,
5, good. 6, 7, 8, and 4,
2,
up. 2, 3, 4, stay
keep
relaxed
pulling
in
in
5, 6, 7, we're going to hold 8.
up. Same thing that
3,
we
this
did
is
with
using
2
inner
feet.
thigh. We're going to lift a little higher, the
2,
butt, the back
3,
of the legs.
4,
5, 6, 7, 8, and 2. Third set, 4,
2, we're
5,
nearly
6,
there.
7,
4,
8.
keep breathing,
5,
keep the stomach
6,
in.
7, 5,
8 and
6,
4,
7,
up.
8. Last set.
2,
You really feel that
3,
standing leg working.
4, stay
5,
relaxed
6,
through your shoulders.
7, 8, 6. Lift. 7, we're
Lower.
going to hold
Up, same
Whew.
thing that we did with 2 feet.
and we'll
stretch.
We're gonna lift a little
With
higher.
that standing
2,
leg
3,
first.
4,
That's
5,
the one that's
6,
really doing all the
7,
work.
8, and 2.
Come down, we'll change sides.
4, 5, 6,
And we have to
7,
repeat
8.
this.
Keep
on the
breathing.
other
Keep
leg.
the stomach in.
Feet together.
5, 6, 7,
Demi-point
8.
if you're
Last
doing the
set.
advanced
You
version.
Really
Flat
feel that
for the
standing leg
moderate.
working. 5,
One leg
6,
up, extend.
7, 8. Lift the hips.
Lower.
Stomach flat.
Whew.
Lower. Don't quite
And
touch
we'll
your
stretch.
mat. Lift
With
higher.
that standing leg
Up.
first.
2,
That's the one that's really doing all the
3,
work.
Good. 4,
Come down, we'll change
5,
sides.
6,
And we have to
7,
repeat this
8.
on the other
Second
leg.
set. Remember to get your hips
Feet
all
together.
the way up each time.
Demi-point if you're doing the
5,
advanced version. Flat for
6,
the moderate. One leg up, extend.
Lift the hips, stomach flat, lower, don't quite touch your mat, lift higher and up. 2, 3, good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Second set. Remember to get your hips all the way up each time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Third set, keeping the shoulders relaxed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the last set, 4. 2, keep squeezing here, 3, 4, 5, 6, we're nearly there, 7, and lift up, stomach in, and push higher, so pulse. 2, 3, a little quicker, 5, 6, 7, 8, and keep squeezing, stomach flat, 6, 7, 8, 3, keep breathing. Last one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lower the hips. Extend that standing leg up towards your head. Release. Sit up, change legs. Keeping all the muscles nice and long. Bring the knees into your chest. You can sit up for a moment.
we're gonna repeat the first part of the bridge series in parallel but with our feet wide. So come down, feet to the outside of your mat, stomach flat, knees facing front towards your toes, lift the hips high. This exercise is gonna target the outside of the hips and the butt. So lift and lower, up. 2, good. 3, you can already start feeling it begin to work here through your outer thigh. 8, and 2, stomach is in. 3, 4, 5, remember, nice range of motion. 7, 8. The more you lift and lower, the harder it's gonna be, the quicker we're gonna see results. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and last set up. 2, really squeeze. 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7, hold it up. I want you to pull the stomach in. We're gonna lift higher with a pulse. So up, 2, 3, a little faster. 5, 6, 7, 8, really squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, and 3, stay focused. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last set. 2, 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift high, come down, extend the top leg, nice stretch, lower, change legs. You can sit up. So bring the knee in, same thing, back down, feet wide. We're gonna repeat on demi-point. You're certainly welcome to keep the heels flat for an easier version. Lift the hips up, knees parallel, facing towards your toes, hips high, stomach in, lower, all the way up. 2, 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7. Take a moment and pause at the top each time. 2, you can feel the outside of your legs, thighs totally burning. 7, 8, and 3, 2, 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7, keep the stomach flat and don't forget to breathe. 2, 3, all the way. 4, 5, 6, 7, lift it up. Lift higher. 2, 3, stomach flat. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, keep squeezing. 6, 7, 8. 3, whew, keep breathing. Last set. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift, lower, and we'll stretch. Take a moment. Catch your breath. Opening up the back of those legs and the hips each time is a big part of keeping the muscles long and lean and streamlined. We're gonna bring the heels back to the edge of the mat. Demi-point for an advanced version. We're gonna lift, knees are parallel, hips parallel, very high, lift up. We're gonna close the knees and open into a butterfly. So we're gonna open, close, and out to really keep the hips lifting. 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 8. Second set, stomach in. 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 8. Third set, 2, 3, squeezing each time. 5, 6, pause as you come in. 8, 4, 2, good. 3, 4, really high with the hips. 6, 7, 8. Close the knees to parallel. We're gonna lower the hips, not quite to the mat. Lift up, open, close, lower. So up, open the knees, close, lower. 2, 3, 4. This is working full range of your butt, inner thigh, outer thigh, abdomen. Second set. 2, really squeeze each time. 3, 4, good, and lifting high. 6, 7, 8. Third set. 2, 3, 4. It's really starting to burn. 6, 7, 8, and 4, 2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. Bring it down, release. Okay, stretch that leg up towards your face,
in towards your chest, bend the knee, bring it in, change sides. So you're gonna extend up, open it back towards your face, bend the knee into the chest, and open that hip. We're gonna sit up, take a moment, catch your breath, have a sip of water, and we're gonna transition into our abs. Sit up tall, stomach in, we'll push straight back, stretching the elbows each time and bend. So back, 2, this is a small range of motion. You're keeping your hands behind your hips the entire time. 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4. This exercise looks really simple, but it's a great workout.
Hello everyone, you made it to day 30 of this 30-day beginner yoga series. Today is a full 1 hour long yoga class focused on breath and relaxation. So when you're ready, take your knees wide, big toes to touch, reach out forward and begin to tune in to your breath and your body in child's pose. On your next inhale, rise up to all fours, stacking your shoulders above your wrists and your hips above your knees. Begin to flow through some cat-cows here at your own breath. With the inhale, looking up, dropping your belly, and on the exhale, rounding your back up towards the ceiling. Continue to move and breathe here, taking any variations that feel good to you. Go ahead and come back to a neutral spine. Then walk your hands out in front of you for puppy pose. Hips stay above the knees. Focus on opening up through the shoulders, the chest, and through your upper back. Your forehead can come to the mat or your chin. Gently release back to all fours. Return to your cat-cows. And if you'd like to here, turn your cat-cows into a circular motion. Move one direction here, pressing your ribcage over to one side, through the bottom to the other, and through the top. And if you're taking circles, gently switch directions. Return to your neutral spine, then begin to walk your hands out forward for your puppy pose once again. Gently release your hips all the way down towards the floor. Find your Sphinx pose, forearms down. Engaging your legs here, pull your shoulder blades towards one another. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, right arm weaves under. Left knee props open to the side for a twist. Turn your head towards the left. Take one more deep breath here. Then make your way through center and switch your twist to the other side. Go ahead and return to center. Reach your hands out long in front of you. Inhale for a full body stretch. And exhale, allow everything to sink in towards the floor. Bring your hands below your shoulders. Press through your hands. Stretch through your back. And release. Lift. And lower, keeping your core engaged to protect your lower back. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. One more lift and lower. And as you come down, palms come on top of each other, forehead to the back of your hand. We're coming into sleeping posture next. So right knee props open towards the side. Should feel a slight hip opening along the muscles of the inner thigh and the hip rotators on the right side there. Turn your head towards the left if your neck feels good in that position. Continue to breathe here and sink into the stretch. One more breath here. And extend both legs long, then prop your left knee open towards the side. Turn your head towards the right. Close your eyes and breathe here. Go ahead and extend both legs long on the mat. Bring your hands below your shoulders once again. And on your inhale, lift up through that cobra position, stretch your back and lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Next time you lift, engage your core, bring your big toes to touch and your knees wide. We'll begin taking some circles in the hips, moving in a counterclockwise direction first. And go ahead and switch directions, moving clockwise. Next time your hips are back towards your heels, stay there. Allow your knees to fall as wide as they go for a frog pose variation here. You can be on your forearms, your hands, or all the way down your chest, depending on your level of flexibility. Find a position where you feel a stretch along the muscles of your inner thighs and your hip rotators, and hold and breathe here. One more full breath in and out. Draw your knees in towards one another. Sink back towards a narrow-kneed child's pose. Go ahead and draw your hands back around towards your heels. next inhale, you'll grab hold of your feet and send your hips high in the air. Release between your shoulder blades and relax your hips towards your heels. 2 more just like that. Inhale, lift to rabbit pose. And release. Inhale, lift to rabbit. And release, hold here in child's. On your next inhale, roll all the way up to a comfortable seated position and begin to take some rolls in your shoulders. Bring attention to posture. Allow your shoulders to drop further away from your ears here. Let all your air go. On your next inhale, sweep both hands up towards the ceiling. Exhale to your heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And as you exhale, drop your chin towards your chest. Roll your right ear towards your right shoulder. And your left ear towards your left shoulder. Return your chin to center. Sit up nice and tall. And begin to gently rock forwards and backwards. Move at your own pace here. Begin to turn the rocking into circles, moving one direction. and switch directions. Return to center. Drop your chin towards your chest. Roll your right ear towards your right shoulder, and for a little more, you can bring your right hand up and over your left ear. Your left hand drops towards the mat. Gently switch sides and take that same variation on the left side. Gently return to center, big roll in the shoulders. Inhale, both arms high towards the ceiling. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let it go. One more, inhale. And exhale, let all that air go. Hands drop to either side. Bring your feet in front of you wide on your mat. Knees slightly apart, hands to your knees. And inhale, press your chest forward, pull your shoulder blades back. Exhale, round back. Inhale, open forward. Round back. Open forward, round back, open forward, round back, open forward, round back. And as you come forward this time, pull your knees in towards one another. Round over your legs. Gently release to lying all the way flat on your back. Pull your knees in towards your chest. Give them a big hug here. Go ahead and rock gently left and right. Feel your sacrum press firmly into the mat. find some stillness right in the center. Release your right foot to the floor and your left leg long. Take your hands behind your left thigh or your calf. Go ahead and release and switch sides. Go ahead and bring your left foot up to meet your right. And find some movement in your ankles. Flex and point your toes. Hands can be done by your side or reached high above your head if that's comfortable on your shoulders. Find some stillness in your legs here. Continue to breathe. Stay there, or if you have a yoga block and would prefer your hips to be slightly elevated, go ahead and set yourself up there, then meet with your legs high once again. Begin to take some circles in your ankles. And take any little movements here that feel good to your body. Bring your knees back in towards your chest, whether you're using a block or not. And if you have the block below you, go ahead and bring your feet down towards the mat. Pick up your hips and remove it from under you. Hips lay flat on the ground, low back comes down, and come to a reclined butterfly here with your knees wide, hands wrapped around your feet. option to take your butterfly into a happy baby with hands on the ankles or the feet. Also an option to take the hands wrapped around the inner thighs. And if any movement feels good to you in happy baby, go ahead and take it. Go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together. Feet come down to the mat and knees go wide. One hand comes to your belly, the other to your heart. Continue to breathe deeply and tune in here. Go ahead and switch the position of the hands. Switch the hand that's on top with the one that's on the bottom. And go ahead and pull your knees in towards one another, feet wide to the edges of your mat. Knees falling in against one another for a low back release. Keep your feet where they are and allow your knees to fall to the left and to the right, moving side to side at your own pace. Allow your knees to fall towards the left, hold there, and turn your head towards the right. Bring your knees through center, feet stay where they are, and knees fall towards the right, head to the left. Gently release. Extend both legs long, reach out through your fingertips and your toes, full body stretch. And exhale, let everything melt down. Inhale, reach out. And exhale, knees pull in towards your chest. Interlace your fingers below your left knee. And extend your right leg long. Begin to take some circle rotations in that left hip. And switch sides, pull your right knee in towards your chest, left leg goes long, and take those circle rotations in the right side. Both legs go long, reach your hands up high above your head. Deep breath in and exhale. Knees pull into your chest to 90 degrees. Drop them over to the right side. Arms widen a T as your head falls to the left. Pull your knees through center, allow them to fall towards the left, your head turns to the right. Go ahead and return to center. Take hold of both knees, rock out a couple times, left and right. Then extend your legs up long towards the ceiling. Hold here, find some movement in your ankles. Give your legs a good stretch. Option to stay here, or option to come into a plow pose or a deaf man's pose. So find your shoulder stand position if you choose to come to deaf man's pose. Hands come to the lower back as your knees come towards your ears. Hold and breathe here. One more breath in, and on your exhale, slowly roll all the way down from wherever you are. Give your knees a big hug and extend your legs long. Set up for your final resting posture, your final Shavasana. Feet wide to the edges of your mat. toes fall out to either side. Palms open and receptive towards the ceiling, and we'll be here for the next few minutes, absorbing all those wonderful benefits of our practice today. Take this time out for yourself, and I'll meet you at the end of the video. begin to bring attention to your breath and to your body. Reach your hands out high above your head. Find length as you take a deep inhale. Let everything go as you exhale. When you're ready, make your way to one side and take a few breaths there before returning to seated. At seated, bring attention to posture. Sit up tall, roll your shoulders down and back. We'll take a final breath together to close off this practice and to close off this 30-day beginner yoga series. Inhale, reach up towards the ceiling, and exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you all for following along on this journey. Please leave your comments below. Let me know how this practice and how this series made you feel. Have a beautiful rest of your day, everyone. Namaste.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Yoga with Adriene. I'm Adriene and that's Benji. And today we have an awesome deep stretch total body yoga for you. So this is going to be amazing if you're wanting to increase flexibility in your body. This is going to be really awesome if you're wanting to stabilize the joints. Everybody needs that. And this is a really great time to just really be with your breath, focus on alignment, and balance out whatever it is you got going on in your life. So hop into something comfy and let's get started. Friends, let's begin on our backs. Come to lie down, and right away when you get down there, go ahead and take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, hug the knees into your chest. And again, take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in, a little deeper, a little more conscious breath here right from the start. Think of your breath in, your inhale, as an expansion, and then think of your exhale as a bit of a contraction, navel drawing in. So there's this cycle of breath that we're going to play with today for our deep stretch practice. That is inhale, expansion, and exhale, contraction. I'm joined today by my assistant, Benji, Guru Benji. Thank you so much for being here, Benji. All right, we're just taking a couple full breaths to settle in. Squeeze the knees up towards your chest. Notice the quality of air in the room or wherever you're practicing. And so we'll work today with the breath to create a full 360, all-encompassing experience that includes not just the body, not just the physical, but the mind as well, and also your heart space. So that's how we get the most out of this time, the most out of this practice. And it's also a very generous act of self-love. So on the surface we have the stretch, but beyond that, there is just so much more. Take one more big breath in. And then again, thinking contraction on the exhale, we're going to peel the nose up toward the knees. Now you may get nowhere near your knees, and that's all good. We're working to create a little bit of spaciousness through each vertebra of the spine. We're also feeling a nice support of the lower back. We're starting to tap into the muscles of our core. And you can stay here squeezing the knees up and in, or release the fingertips, palms face up. You're going to reach them towards the front. We're breathing deep here. Make sure you're not clenching in the face or shoulders. Nice and relaxed. Might start to welcome a little bit of heat here. Take one more deep breath in. And one long breath out. And then slowly release. Head and shoulders to the earth. All right, grab your right knee. Send your left leg all the way out. Let it hover just above the earth. Squeeze your right knee in towards your chest and then open it up just a bit up towards your right shoulder. And then again, right knee towards your chest or your figurative heart space. And then over towards your right shoulder. So you're just kind of creating a little compression in the front of your right hip crease. Great. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale to release left heel to the earth. Now, when you're in these shapes, we're not just hanging out, holding, waiting, but especially today with our deep stretch, we're using the breath to move it forward a little deeper, allow it to unfold. So think expansion on the inhale and a bit of contraction as you breathe out. Now close your eyes and go ahead and soften through the toes and the feet. And again, big inhalation in. And nice long exhale out. Great, one more here. Big breath in.
오디오 팔로잉 비디오. 오디오 팔로잉 비디오.
Long breath out. Fabulous. Now, again, activate your left foot. So press into your left heel and activate your right foot. Press into your right heel. This time you're going to grab the right hand, or take the right hand and you're going to grab the inner arch of your right foot. Now, if that doesn't quite, if your hand doesn't quite make it there, just grab the inner calf muscle here, the inner leg. You can just grab here.
48.
Okay?
48.
Creating a little one-legged stirrup posture here. So kick your right foot up towards the sky and then anchor your right shoulder down. If this is way too much in the hips, just lift your left knee and firmly plant your left foot on the ground for a little more stability.
하나, 둘, 셋.
Breathing deep. Inhale.
하나, 둘, 셋.
And exhale. Opening up through that right hamstring. Big inhalation.
하나, 둘, 셋.
And long exhale.
하나, 둘,
One
셋.
more time.
하나, 둘,
Big
셋.
inhale.
하나, 둘, 셋.
And long breath out. Awesome. Now take that right foot. We're going to cross it over the top of the left thigh. So just crossing over, creating a little figure 4 shape here. Peek at me if you need to. And then press the palms down into the earth, connect to your core, and slowly lift the left leg up high towards the sky. Now, left leg does not have to straighten, but both feet are nice and active here. Inhale in, exhale, lower it down. Inhale, exhale, navel draws in, lift it up. Now I'll sync you up with the breath. Here we go. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift.
하나, 둘, 하나, 둘.
Inhale to lower. And exhale to lift.
하나, 둘,
Press the palms
하나,
into
둘,
the earth firmly.
하나, 둘,
One more
하나,
time.
둘.
Inhale to lower.
하나, 둘,
And
하나, 둘.
exhale to lift.
안녕하세요.
Awesome. Bend the left knee.
안녕하세요.
Thread the
안녕하세요.
needle right
안녕하세요.
fingertips.
안녕하세요. 안녕하세요.
Interlace.
요. 안녕하세요.
Squeeze the legs up towards the chest, the heart.
안녕하세요.
Keep the feet active
하나,
here.
둘, 하나,
And
둘.
now just nice full breaths.
하나,
You
둘.
got it. Start to let go of the day thus far. Anything that you have coming after this practice or on the agenda. See if you can allow the mind to be at ease. Just give yourself permission to be really present here. I know it's tricky and tough for someone to tell you that, but maybe it's what you need. Just a little time and space, stretch, and be with your breath. All right, releasing left foot to the ground and slowly taking it to the other side. So what we'll do is we'll start by lifting the left knee in towards the chest, squeeze, and send the right leg out to hover. We start to tap into the muscles of the abdominal wall here. Breathing deep. So if you're a beginner, you'll start to feel a little shake here. If you've been on your mat for a while, play with the subtle body. Scoop the tailbone up. Draw the navel down, relax the shoulders, play with the natural curvature of the spine, finding support from within. So there's always so much depth to play with here. Breathing deep. And then here we go. If you haven't already, start to draw the left knee towards the left shoulder just a bit. This is a very small move here, and then in towards center. Again, we're creating just a little massage in the front of the right hip crease. We're also challenging our center of gravity. Kind of feel it in the abductor here. Oh yeah. Back and forth with the left knee. And then take one more deep breath in. Bring your left knee back in towards your center, so hug it in. And then exhale, slowly release the right heel down to the earth. All right, left hand comes to the left inner arch. Move nice and slow here, opening up through that hip. So left foot, sole of the foot now goes towards the sky. You can bring the right hand to the earth for a little stability, or maybe on the front of the right hip crease. We're opening up left hamstring up towards the heavens here. Strong, bright energy through the toes to protect the knee. And then I'm working again to create a full body experience, not isolate experiences. So see if you can relax your shoulders, see if you can let your rib cage just be nice and heavy here, hips nice and heavy. And then reconnect with your breath, find a new breath. Again, if this is too much, you can bend the right knee, bring the sole of the right foot to the ground for a little stability. And then to release, nice and slow, take the hand away, cross the left ankle over the top of the right thigh. So you're opening now, left knee towards the bottom right corner of your mat. Just take a second to feel that out. If you're super tight in the hips, all of this work already has been maybe a little bit intense, but all the more reason for you to be here on your mat. And also the reason that we're starting nice and low to the ground so that you're not having to do a bunch of weight-bearing work here in the beginning. All right, take a deep breath in, press your hands into the earth. You can also grab the outer edges of the mat if it was a little bit hard for you last time. And inhale, lift the legs all the way up. And then exhale all the way down. Now let's sync up with the breath here. So big inhale at the bottom. Use the contraction to lift back up and we flow. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. And eventually you want to try to slow this down so that you're building strength, but just do your best here. So inhale to lower. Move in a rhythm that feels good for you, and exhale to lift. Tuck the chin. Try to keep length from crown to tail here, so it's just an awareness. Hug the lower ribs down and in. Use that contraction of navel to spine to really lift the legs up and hug the lower ribs down. If you're starting to sweat a little here or shake, awesome, beautiful, welcome that. It's a sign of being strong and alive, not weak. And then slowly we'll release. Beautiful. Bend the right knee, sole of the right foot comes to the ground, thread the needle, left fingertips are gonna go through the hole here, hey-o, and then squeeze the lower body up towards the chin, the chest. Breathe, breathe. Close your eyes and breathe nice, long, smooth, deep breaths. Maybe find some soft, gentle movement in the head, the neck. And then release. Awesome. Nice and slow release. Hug both knees into the chest. Inhale in, exhale, take your lower body, your legs, your knees all the way over to the left. Open the arms super wide and turn to look past your right hand. Deep breath in. Exhale, navel draws down to the core of the earth, knees come through center and take it to the other side. Knees fall to the right. Big stretch here and turn to look past your left. Fingertips, recline twist. Inhale in. And exhale back to center. Cross the right ankle over the left. Grab the outer edges of your feet. We're just going to stretch the tops of the feet by pointing the toes here and lifting the heels up, up, up. Big breath in. We're also creating nice, strong muscles that hug around the joints. So nice, stable joints here. Kick, 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 kick. Point the toes. And then release and switch. Left ankle on top. Grab the outer edges of the feet. And again, point the toes, lift the heels, and kick the feet up just a bit here. We're getting a nice stretch in the tops of the feet, the ankles, but also creating stability around the knees, the joints. Deep breath in. And exhale to release. Awesome. Bring the feet to the ground. Nice and easy. Turn to one side and slowly press your way up to a seat. All right, sit up nice and tall. Legs are crossed, ankles crossed. Going right into it. We're going to bring the left elbow down to the earth here, nice and slow. Hi, Benji. Benji's got some zened out vibes today. Left elbow to the ground. So you're going to feel this in the right side body, the back body, the hip. If this is too much, then we'll just lift the hand up here and come here. Once you feel like you have this, start to bring your breath into the picture and allow your right glute, your right booty to get really, really heavy here. Then notice we're just hanging out here in the neck, lengthen through the crown of the head. And when you're ready, take the right fingertips behind the right ear and inhale. Reach, reach, reach toward the left side. Big stretch here. Inhale in. Exhale, right hand's going to come right to the front. Beautiful. Then take it all the way, thumb back, pinky forward, all the way back, open through the chest, and then reach towards the front. And keep this movement going just a couple more times. Right thumb back, reach to the side. And fingertips forward. And right thumb back. And fingertips forward. And one more time. This time, try to really revolve or rotate your heart all the way up towards the sky. Maybe you look up towards the sky. Big stretch, big breath. And then exhale to release everything. Just take a second here. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. Close your eyes and just evaluate how you feel. Left side of the torso and right side of the torso. All right, and then we kind of focus on sensation over your shape. If you're just in extended side angle, there's temptation to just really get into that posture and nail the asana. So here we are, focusing on the sensation over the shape. The left sits bone is gonna wanna come up here. So see if you can anchor, anchor, anchor through the power of your breath. Create more space to get that left glute down. Right shoulders over the right elbow here. And again, if this is too much, if we need to tap into some deeper, fuller breaths and have more weeks of regular practice in order to get that elbow down, then let that be the case and lift your right hand to the earth and take your time. There are so many shapes in yoga and just so many experiences that I have that I just never thought I would have. I never thought my body would have that spaciousness. In fact, people ask me all the time, have you always been flexible? And the answer is, no way, Jose. So use your breath here. In fact, feel the inhale, feel the skin of your left lower back stretch. Also really, really good for the body here. Not just your muscles lengthening, but so great for the kidneys. Make sure that you're not dropping your right ear to your right shoulder, but keeping that awareness through the crown. And then now, after you've taken a solid moment to evaluate, to notice the sensation and to check in with your breath, take your left fingertips and bring them right behind your left ear. It's more fun this way too. And then reach out to the right. Big stretch, big, big, big stretch. Keep the left glute heavy so you're actively anchoring down through the top of the left thigh bone. And then here we go. Left thumb pulls back, inhale. Exhale, just take your arm right to center. So you're reaching right out in front. And then here we go. Smoothing your left palm on an imaginary surface here. Pull the left thumb back. And find your breath as you bring it back to center. And now continue this on your own. So good for the posture. You're gonna feel so awesome after this, man. Pull the left thumb back, breathe in, and exhale, smoothing your palm on imaginary surface, reach forward. All right, and then next time you pull your left thumb back, really pull it back. Wrap that shoulder blade around, open, revolve, chest up towards the sky. Maybe you look up, claw through your right fingertips. Inhale and exhale. Come back to center, nice and slow. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. Just take a second to evaluate, feel it out. Relax your shoulders, lift up through your chest, your heart. Great, inhale in, exhale, make your way to all fours, nice and slow. Tabletop position. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath your hip points. Press into the tops of the feet and claw through the fingertips strong. Then imagine your front body really lifting up here to meet your back body. So lift everything up towards the sky. So we're not collapsing to the ground, but rather defying gravity and lifting up with awareness all the way to the ceiling. And keep that awareness as you inhale, drop the belly and open the chest. Exhale, navel to spine, crown to the earth. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest. Move with your breath, exhale, rounding through. Inhale, open the chest. And exhale, round through. Awesome. Inhale, the tabletop position. Bring the two big toes together. Bring the knees as wide as the mat. And then send the hips back nice and slow. Reach the fingertips actively towards the front edge of the mat, or in my case, towards Benji. And then inhale, and then exhale, melt your heart down. As you melt your heart down, option here to really lift the palms up and just press into the fingertips. Get a little deeper stretch. And once again, listening to the sound of your breath, thinking about expansion as you inhale. And contraction as you exhale. And if that doesn't work for you, just think about getting bigger and think full breath on the inhale. And then think about getting softer on the exhale. So bigger, fuller on the inhale. And the softer, almost a surrender on the exhale. Great, now walk the hands off your yoga mat and over to the left. Big stretch. Let the hips remain heavy here. Inhale. And exhale, chin to chest. Beautiful, inhale, lift the chin. Walk it all the way over towards the right side. Hips nice and heavy here. Inhale, reach, look forward. And exhale, draw your chin to your chest. Awesome. Slowly release, come back to center, press into the tops of the feet, come all the way back up. Walk the knees underneath the hips, and here we go. Downward facing dog, nice and slow. So set your hands up with a meticulous love, and then curl your toes the same way. And when you're ready, peel the tail all the way up. Pedal it out, feel nice deep stretch through the backs of the legs. And see if you can really be present. I know it's hard to hear that sometimes with the sensation. So perhaps close your eyes in order to do that. Create spaciousness in the shoulders. Whatever that means to you. Maybe opening the elbow creases towards the front of your yoga mat. Maybe turning the big toes in just a bit. Maybe letting go of something that's been bugging you. Awesome. Then when you're ready, anchor the left heel down and send the right leg out. And then slowly bring the right knee all the way up and in. As you step your right foot up, lower your left knee down. Fingertips are on the yoga mat. We just find soft, easy movement here. Maybe you walk that left knee back. Maybe not. Front knee over front ankle, start to open up through the chest. Breathing deep. Great, then plant your left palm. You're gonna open the right toes out towards the right edge of your mat. And inhale, reach your right arm all the way up towards the sky. Big stretch here, opening up through the chest. And then exhale, bring your right elbow all the way down to the earth. Coming into a lizard variation here. So if the forearms don't come down, you can stay on the palms. Right toes stay turned out. And then I like to press into the top of my left foot here so I can get a deeper stretch. Listen to the sound of your breath. And then soften the skin of the face here. Notice where you might be holding or clenching or gripping. Maybe allow the head, the neck to relax down. And slowly make your way back up, really, really, really slow. Hands to the earth. Awesome, nice work. We're gonna keep the right hand where it is. We're gonna look back to the left toes. We're gonna lift the hip points back up, And then slowly we're gonna shift. So lift the hip points up just to come back, and then lift the left toes and see if you can grab your left foot with your left hand. If you're good here, you might continue the stretch by slowly sinking the hips back all the way up, forward. Okay, if this is too much, maybe you walk your right heel in. Another option is to come against a wall and bring your left foot right to the wall so you can kind of work your way back and forth up to the wall. We need to do a wall series. Great, last but not least, you might flip the hand so it comes to the left arch here, and then just open up here, open up through the chest. Just an option, just trying to give different variations for different folks. Breathing deep, breathing deep, breathing deep. Notice the awareness I have through my danda, crown to tail. So again, a full body experience. We'll slowly release the left foot. Hands will come to the earth. I'll curl the toes under, lift the back knee. Send the right toes back, take a deep breath in. Plank pose. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Inhale, cobra, press into the tops of the feet, moving nice and slow. Listen to the sound of your breath. And exhale, release. Curl the toes under, press back up to tabletop position, all fours. And then downward facing dog, nice and slow. Enjoy the journey, how you get there. Listen to your breath. Start to get a little weird here. Surprise yourself. Feel your fingertips really pressing into the earth, stretching. Go there, find a little more depth. And then as you're ready, anchor the right heel and send the left leg out. And then slowly bring that left knee all the way in. As you step the left foot up, lower your right knee down. So just do a little housekeeping, get your alignment, find your breath, and slowly start to open up through the chest. Walk the right knee back if you need a little more. And squeeze the inner thighs to the midline. And as you're ready, right hand comes down and left toes open up towards the left side of the mat. Big inhale, think expansion. So pull the left hip crease back and open the left fingertips towards the sky. Again, inhalation means expansion, full, open, big breath, big stretch. And then exhale, bring your left, go ahead and bring your left hand to a fist and bring your left elbow all the way in, all the way in, all the way in and down. Elbows come to the ground, forearms to the ground. If not, maybe hands on the earth or even fingertips on the ground or a block. You can open your left foot out a little more if it feels right in your hip. Breathe deep. And then pressing into the top of your right foot for a little stability here. Keeping the shoulders full of awareness. So that just means that we bring our attention to our shoulders so they're not just clenching here, but again, we're thinking of the body as one moving part, finding that yoga, that union. That's what allows us to go deep. And then once you feel like you're situated here, for lack of better words, soften your gaze or close your eyes and maybe bow your head. Relax the neck and breathe longer, fuller breaths. Notice where your thoughts go and notice how you feel in your chest, in your heart, in your belly. Keep paying attention. We'll slowly release, take your time, come out. Left hand's gonna stay on the earth. We're gonna bring the hips up and back just a bit so that we can safely come to lift the right toes up and reach the right fingertips back. Now you might not make it and you might have to pad the knee or double up on the mat here, but I'm on the front here and I'm just reaching back, just checking to see if I can grab it. If not, I'll save it for another day. Being up on a block here on the left hand does help give you a little space. And then if you feel it right here, create a little stability by opening up through the chest, lengthening through the crown. Yogi's choice to drop the hips a little deeper. But listen to your body and let your breath be that constant barometer. So we revolved the chest earlier. You might find that opening, bringing the right hand to the inner arch here, breathing deep. And then slowly releasing. We'll come back. Lift the back knee up as you're ready. And here we go, stepping left toes back, plank pose. Create one nice long piece from the crown to the tail, claw through the fingertips, inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Loop the shoulders, pull the elbows back, big inhale, cobra. And then exhale, release. Nice, press up to all fours. Bring the knees into the center of your mat. And we'll send it back, Balasana, belly to the tops of the thighs, fingertips all the way to the back edge of your mat. Rest your forehead on the earth and allow your shoulders to get really heavy here. Awesome. Slowly take your time coming back up. Bring the hands in front, walk the knees out. And actually, let's go ahead and turn to come to this side of our mat, or rather long ways on the mat. So your hands will come off the mat and your knees will stay on the mat. And then you're going to walk the knees out just a bit, a little bit wider than the hips. And you're just going to check out how you're feeling here. And then if you feel good, you're going to open the toes right to left, and we're going to slowly come into a little froggy variation here. Maybe you come onto the elbows. And the breath is so very, very, very important here as you drop the heels down to the earth. Then you can use a block or a pillow here for your forehead or your elbows if you want to do this you know, outside of this practice, but just breathing deep. We're not going to be here for long, so breathe deep. Some people will be able to go a lot deeper here, but just take your time. Notice what comes up. And then take the last 3, 4, 5 breaths to go ahead and close your eyes and allow the head and the neck to relax here. Keep the feet active, please. Just a little energy in the toes. Lots of awareness in the shoulders. Breathing deep. And then this is one where you want to give up before it's over, so stick with it for one more cycle of breath. You got it, you got it, you got it. All right, from your core strength, navel draws up, and that's what brings us out of it nice and slow, pressing into the palms, walking the knees back. All right, curl the toes under, and for just a moment, you're gonna send the hips back on the heels, and you're going to use the palms to walk up the thighs, and just knead the top of your hip crease here just a couple times. Sweet, awesome. We're going to come forward. You're going to walk the right knee in front. You're going to pick the left knee up, and you're going to cross it around. So if this is new for you, take your time, peek at me. We have the right knee in front of the left. Then I'm going to bring my toes as wide as the mat. Sorry, you'll come back to face the front of your mat. And here we go, sending the hips back, Gomukhasana, cow legs. So I love coming into this shape from all fours. It helps me quite a bit. So give it a try. Keep the toes active, send the hips back. And then you can stay here, fingertips reaching forward. You can also tuck the chin. Maybe you bring the hands behind the back, clasp opposite elbows, open the chest. Maybe hands come to the arches. So whatever variation you're choosing today, make sure you are syncing up with your breath here. Give the thinking mind a break now and just breathe. Our practice is almost done. You're doing amazing. Bringing peace and harmony to the body because, well, you deserve it. Come out, slowly reach the fingertips forward. Lift your center up in space. Send your heart forward. And nice and easy, we'll unravel. Come back to all fours. Reset. You can take a cat-cow here if you like. And we'll take it to the other side whenever you're ready by bringing the left knee forward, lifting the right knee up, bringing it behind, and finding your Gomukhasana, cow legs on the other side. So take it nice and slow. Keep the toes awake. Notice how this side is perhaps very different. And if, well, this is such a great shape, even though it can be a little bit of a bugger, because if you do a lot of activity, like you put a strong load on your body a lot, like say you play a sport or you do active strength training, then it's great for you. But it's also great if you don't. If you just sit at a desk all day and you're wanting to bring more activity in your life, this is just a win-win for me, in my opinion, Gomukhasana. So get down low and find the variation on this side that works, that feels good for you today. And once again, give your thinking mind a break. Literally listen to the sound of your breath and welcome peace and harmony and spaciousness to your body, to your mind. You deserve it.
from your center. So from your middle, so you're not just pressing your hands into the earth, but it's coming from a real place. Again, create a full body experience, begin to roll up. And this time from here, unravel the legs. We're going to take them nice and wide. So you might, depending on where you are in your room or your space, or maybe you're on the beach. If you are, awesome. You're just going to take the legs nice and wide, and so you can stay facing forward or you can bring it to the side. And if you're like me, I used to try to always like prove something. I'd like want to show I could do the splits. Back up off just a bit. Back up off. And take the toes up towards the sky and the thigh bones nice and heavy. And then fingertips will start to come forward and nice and slow, keeping the toes up towards the sky and the thigh bones nice and heavy. You'll begin to come forward, and maybe you come onto the forearms here, maybe not. Maybe in time you come lower to the ground. I highly recommend listening to the sound of your breath, but also finding soft, easy movement here that feels good. Just keep those toes up towards the sky. Thigh bones nice and heavy, and you'll be nice and safe here. Keep breathing deep. Eventually letting the crown of the head relax. And maybe even the corners of the mouth begin to lift a little bit here. This is our last stretch, so see if you can really bring the yoga part. Listen to your body. Listen to your breath, your spirit. For me, deep stretch is not just about, the deep stretch of the muscle. It's about creating depth in your practice. Waking up to the experience that is your body and breath synchronizing, your nervous system calming, slowing down, everything. Take a second, if you haven't already, to close your eyes and just witness the unfolding as you breathe deep. Softening through the jaw, relaxing through the shoulders. Finding a fullness and expansion as you inhale, and a softness, a surrender, maybe the heart melting down as you exhale. Notice how by just sticking with it here, you've already begun to create more space. And if the mind is strong today, just know you're not alone. That's where you are, and that's what you're working your way through. Strong mind. Slowly bring your awareness to the space between your navel and your spine, and from there begin to slowly make your way back up. Awesome work. Bring the legs together nice and slow and come to lie flat on your back. Bring the feet as wide as your yoga mat and let the knees, so don't hug your knees up to the chest, but keep your feet on the ground. We're doing something different than before. And allow your knees to fall to the right. So you're creating like a 90-degree angle, or what feels like a 90-degree angle with the legs. Breathing deep. Let your hands just rest gently on your belly or your ribs. And then windshield wiper over to the left. Nice, long, smooth, deep breaths. Go ahead and bring it back to center. And send the legs out long, one at a time. Arms out gently by your side. Snuggle the shoulder blades underneath your heart space, your chest.
And take the deepest breath you've taken all day, all morning, noon, or night, whenever you're practicing. Use your exhale to relax the weight of your body completely and fully into the mat. And close your eyes. And see if you can soften everything, relax everything. Take a second to notice how you feel. You did awesome work today. Repeat this practice regularly to witness the unfolding and to grow your practice. So a lot of times these heavy vinyasa classes need the backup of a nice in-depth, stretchy, slow breath pranayama focused practice. So repeat this one regularly. Stay here as long as you can. Otherwise, start to wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers. And bring the hands together, and we'll bring the thumbs right up to the third eye. The light in me recognizes and honors the light in you. From my heart and Benji's heart to yours. Namaste. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Yoga with Adriene. I'm Adriene. Today we have a nice full practice for you. This is part of our Yoga for Weight Loss series. Definitely going to work the core, open up the hips, find what feels good in the neck and shoulders, strengthen the legs. You name it, we got it on the mat today. So let's get started. All right, my friends, so today we're going to begin lying flat on our backs. Take a second to get situated, get settled in. And then with a great deep breath in, we're going to reach the fingertips up and overhead. So nothing fancy here. Just full body stretch as you take a deep breath in. And a long breath out, pointing and flexing the feet, maybe spreading the toes, spreading the fingertips, rotating the ankles, the wrists. Notice or remember, a little reminder that it's all connected. So as you flex the feet, you find this sit bone to heel connection. As you point the toes, you might notice what happens to the tops of the legs, the hip creases. And then we'll float the fingertips down. And hug the knees into the chest. Scoop the tailbone up and wrap your arms around the shins. And you know what to do here. Just take a couple breaths to find what feels good. Rocking gently side to side. You might peel the nose up towards the knees. Keep your shoulders relaxed. You might point the toes. You might flex the feet. So just nice consciousness throughout the entire body. And we continue to deepen the breath. And just notice how you feel today. If you feel a little tired or a little wary, or you're maybe not sure if you have it in you to do this video, just stay focused on your breath. Let's take one moment at a time, and we'll let just things unravel. We'll let one thing lead to the next here. Opening our minds and our hearts to a new experience here. And we'll keep the right knee hugging into the chest. Keep the shoulders relaxed as you send your left foot up high towards the sky. Again, you can point and flex here. You might rotate the toes a little in and out. So we're letting the blood flow in the opposite direction here, really maybe imagining that right hip socket kind of dropping down with each breath out. And we squeeze the right knee in towards the heart. Take a deep breath in on an exhale. On your exhale, so follow your breath, be true to your breath. Slowly lower the left heel down. And we begin to connect what, for me, and I think for most we can agree, our Hatha Yoga is all about, which is this balancing of two opposing forces. So if you're like Say what? Basically, we're letting the physical practice kind of embody or imbue the principles of yoga here. So what that means is I'm pushing through my left foot. I'm really firming down through the left thigh bone as I pull up through the right knee. So I find a little ease, or I seek a little grace as I press and pull, push and pull. Again, playing with these two opposing forces throughout today's practice. And you might throw yourself off balance, you might fall, and that's okay, that's why we practice. One more deep breath in here. Then on your exhale, take your right knee over towards the left side of your mat and find a nice open twist here. We can open up through the right arm. We can soften through the toes now. You might use your left palm to gently pet the outer edge of your right thigh or your right leg. And you might use your exhale to gently melt the heart open, relax the right shoulder down, down towards the earth. Now close your eyes here, trust that life is good, and find your breath. The birds are chirping super loud here today. It's so nice. So you might notice the sounds around your practice space today. You might notice the quality of air in the room as you begin to settle in. Gently melting back to center whenever you arrive. Take your time as we switch. Left knee hugs in and right leg goes up high towards the sky. So again, just a couple moments breathing here to let the blood flow in the opposite direction, to spread awareness throughout the sole of the foot, and to squeeze the left knee in without clenching the shoulders or the neck. If the leg doesn't straighten, if you have a nice bent right knee, no prob. In time, we'll be able to straighten that, no prob. So be where you're at today with nice full deep breaths. And on your next exhale, follow your breath, be true to yourself as you lower the right heel down slowly. You might close your eyes for this move, imagining what's happening in that right hip socket. And as the weight of that right leg releases down to the earth, should feel really nice, we begin to again connect to this idea of finding balance or ease, maybe even a little bit of